Up our chat, which I had up already. But
Welcome to
first, we
Wawta
got to start off
Plays.
and explain why we've been gone for 2 weeks.
Yes. Let's start with the basics here,
I
okay?
died. I died.
But like game died, not dead, but
Um,
she's dead. She
I
was
was
dead
feeling
for
it.
two
I
weeks.
was feeling it. Yeah. So our first week that we weren't in, I that was like the beginning of my sickness, right? And then it was
Yeah.
like, yo, dude, not feeling
You were
great.
like semi, like pretty much not feeling very good,
Semi, yeah.
like 3 weeks ago.
I know, we just had a lot of girl talk, like it was it was
We
like
like got lost, just like you and I do, Goof. We literally just got lost. Like we were talking about the most random shit, and then I'm like, hold on, I gotta pee. And then I came back, and then we were like, hey, we should probably,
we
because I
should probably
started
get
talking
going.
about my morning,
Yes. And
and we're
then I'm
like,
like,
oh,
this is
let's go
golden.
live because I don't have, yeah, anyways. But then we were like, we need to address why we haven't been here the past 2 weeks.
Yeah. So the first week
Anyways,
I was
so
feeling a bit icky sicky.
yeah.
And then I just slowly got worse and worse and worse and worse. And then the second week, I think it was still because I was sick. Like, or was
Oh,
there something
yeah.
else going on, or was it just
No,
because I was sick? I can't remember now.
well, because we kind of duo play here, like, because we have Handmaid's Tale, and then we do like on Mondays, and then we do our WADA on
Yeah.
Wednesdays. So, but the first Wednesday, I'm pretty sure
I was
we
getting,
didn't
yeah.
go on because I came home really late.
Yeah.
And I think we watched an episode. I think you were still okay to watch an episode of Handmaids on that Wednesday.
Yes, yes,
We
yes,
didn't
yes,
stream.
yes.
The
True.
next Wednesday,
Hmm.
you were like, I am death. There is no Wada tonight.
Like, I could
Like,
not entertain you all. I'm sorry. Like,
yes.
that was
You're
not
like,
happening. I could barely,
this is
like,
not
really
okay.
sit up for that long. Like, I was napping for 2 weeks, basically.
Yeah. At least a solid 10 days of death
Yeah.
for you.
The
A
fuck?
solid. Because there's
Solid.
always that like weird gray area, but as you're getting sick, and then the weird gray area like as you're getting better, which is kind
Yeah.
of where you're in right now. Like
Yeah.
you're towards like the lighter, brighter side. I
Yes,
feel like
I
'cause
definitely am.
you don't
Like,
sound like death like you did,
oh, goofing. If, like,
girl.
if you heard me the last 2 weeks, it was rough. It was rough. Like, I had some terrible flu. Like, I think it was a flu because, like, my body was, like, achy, like, fluey, like, but it was
Ooh,
not,
yeah,
like, it wasn't COVID because I took 2 COVID tests. One that was super old, and then, like, I should probably get, like, a proper, like, fucking COVID test that isn't actually, like, expired. So then I got
yeah,
another one. I took the test, not COVID, but I was still, like, death. So, yeah. And then, like, like, this week was, like, finally when I started feeling better. Like, I was out for
yeah,
2 weeks. I took one
yeah.
week off of work, basically, and I'm like, I'll bring the laptop home and check it out. Didn't happen. Didn't open that fucking
Nope.
laptop once.
There's no brain capacity for that when you're
Like,
like sick
I
like that,
answered
dude.
like maybe three my emails, and I used them a chat them a GBT to be like, does this sound fucking like, does this sound okay, or am I just like, or is this just throw up words?
Just
And it's
blubbering out
like,
everything.
seriously, I had to like check every email because I'm like, I can't trust my own brain right now. Like, it was rough. It was a really, I've never been that sick for really that long.
That's a big one. That's a
Yeah.
gnarly flu. That's a gnarly flu for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly. Exactly. So
It's
yeah,
like a
that's
travel
why
flu.
we've come, yeah, like, I'm sure we caught
Yeah.
it. Like, I caught it like in Disney or like on the plane. And like Jordan, when we got home, he had a cough for like 3 days, like a pretty gnarly cough for 3 days. And then he was perfectly fine. And then a couple days passed, and then I like started getting like a little sick, a little bit more sick. Like,
Mm-hmm.
even now, I'm not 100%. I still have I feel like a bit of like a sinus, like I'm in like infection a little bit because this ear is still pretty clogged. This one's not as bad, but like I still can't fully hear out of this ear still. And there's still sometimes like some tension here. And when it gets really bad here, I've never had this, but like my teeth got, like half my teeth were numb. Which I Googled it, and it actually is like if your nose is, if your sinuses are that like upset, it can like affect like teeth, which I'm like, interesting, fascinating.
It's all connected up there.
It is like even
So it
now,
makes
like
sense.
it's still like my this year is still a little plugged, a little bit plugged, and then my teeth are pretty normal right now. But like throughout the day, it gets like I can feel the tension here, and then my teeth get like when I rub my teeth, like my tongue on them, they just feel a bit weird. Like it's not gums, it's just the teeth feel weird. You know what I mean?
Totally. I've been there when I've been sick.
Yeah,
This off feeling.
I've never had my teeth feel weird when I'm sick. I was like, are my teeth gonna fall out? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
But no, it's just like because everything was so fucking like I'm
probably swollen even.
Yeah.
And congested.
Like
not swollen, but
one of the first like few days where like it was really bad, like my ears were super duper plugged. I wasn't doing well. We actually went to go see a friggin' movie.
Yeah.
because we bought tickets a couple days ahead, and I thought I was going to be over this, and it was like one of the worst days. And we went and we're watching this movie. I'm like, okay, cool. Like I couldn't fully enjoy it because like my ears were plugged. And so I couldn't really hear it, and like I was just not feeling great. And we were supposed to go like I'm grocery shopping afterwards, and I'm just like, Jordan, fuck the groceries. We're going home right now. Like,
I can't.
Like the movie's over. Take me home now. And then we got home, and I took a fucking 2-hour nap.
Good for you.
Like I got home, and I'm like, purse on the floor, take off these pants, go to bed, slept.
Good.
Yeah, but that was me.
Oh my gosh.
That was me for 2 weeks straight, basically.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
dude, being sick like that is the worst.
It's the worst, but I'm so grateful of the people I have at work that I could trust that shit was going to get done. And Jordan was good.
Oh my gosh.
Even though I still did cook dinners sometimes. And I'm like, bitch. But we couldn't like afford to eat out every single night. And Jordan was like, I don't know what to cook. So, yeah. But yeah, for 2 weeks, I was like, fucking death. And that's why we were gone for 2 weeks, because I could not do this.
There was no entertaining.
Yeah, my arm is the fucking best. She's a fucking rock star. And yeah. Yeah, that would have been way worse if I had my other arm that I previously had.
Oh my gosh, that would have been a nightmare.
Been hell on earth.
What a fucking nightmare that would have been.
Crazy. But anyways, that's my story about where we've been for 2 weeks. But yeah. Yeah, she didn't move here to work. She like lived here first, and then she's like, "Hey, you got a job." I'm opening, and we're like, "Yeah, come on over."
Come on, check it out.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm just glad you're on the other end of this. Like, oh my gosh.
It was rough.
Girl, hearing you today, I was like, oh my god. She's like coming back to Chelly. Like, you were the last time. Look, I guess, yeah, one of the last times I heard you, you were still like,
yeah.
You could hear you like, that you were like almost not crying, but like just draining almost.
Oh yeah.
Like everything was just like,
yes,
and like icky, and you just, I'm just so glad you're feeling better. Yeah. So, okay, we're not gonna. I have a story.
Let's go.
But, I just quickly want to point out the game.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. So, we don't have the fruit here that we had last time.
Thank you. When we initially logged on,
let me get us started.
At 6:37, my dumbass didn't verify that we were on like the friend only version of the game. I had accidentally put it on public, and Chelly and I were just starting to chat, That actually scared me because
No,
that's
no, no.
exactly what the
No, it's
sound
me.
was
It's just me.
when that happened. And some rando joined the lobby before Chelly was in there because we were talking. Like,
Yeah,
this
we were
is
just
normal. Like,
talking.
it was very normal before I would, like, get the code that we would be just chatting, and then I would put the code in Discord, and boom, like, we're in. Well, my dumbass didn't realize I had only had it on public and not on the friends only because I don't know. My brain malfunctioned.
Well, we would never think
The
that
point,
someone would like fucking join.
why would they join? That's just outrageous. Anyways, they came in and they took a loan out in our store.
Yeah.
And I heard that exact cha-ching. That's why I just pointed out, like, oh my gosh, that just gave me like PTSD. I have PTSD now. But basically I saw the guy like running around, or girl, I don't know, the person running around, and I like kicked them and I left and I kind of panicked, and then I was like, I guess I don't know, we were on day 41 and we could technically maybe try that, but I'd be nervous that the loan still existed, but I don't know if a save had happened that quickly. Like, does it happen that quickly that it saves?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
No idea.
So we took the chance to to just basically start over at day 40, the day before.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. It felt troll like.
Yeah, because
don't forget, like, we're gonna do an
why
end
would
cap
you
here.
join? Why would you join and then like
just take out a loan? Like,
take
we
a
have
loan.
a solid chunk of change. Like, we don't need a loan out.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. So we stressed ourselves out pretty hard there for a second, and then we ended up chatting for like
forever.
Almost 2 hours after that. But it's fine. It's like that guy who joined us in 7 days and built himself a hidden base and took our stuff.
Yes.
Stuff into his locked bins. That's so fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, could you kick him though, or
yeah? I think
did he just do it so fast?
I don't remember exactly.
Or were you guys like welcoming and then he was being all weird?
I can't remember the whole situation.
Oh, Jordan let a rando in try. I mean, I would try it if it felt like a good time. And then Jordan booted it. Yeah, that's legit. Yeah, I would have done the same. Like, hey, let me test this out. See, I didn't. That was not my intention though. Tonight was like a pure mistake. I'm just like, oh my god, it must have been on public. I must not have like switched one more click over. Yeah, so that's why our fruit is gone.
Yeah. I just realized that. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, we had fruit here.
So, I wanted to address that real quick, because that's a problem.
Because I clearly forgot immediately.
Well, also, it happened so quickly. Let's be real.
Like, we came in and like I heard like cha-ching.
You heard it too,
and I thought like, oh, maybe like our guys were restocking and then like sold a box. Like, I didn't look at how much it was, you know. So now we need to rebuy the fruit. Yes.
And, like, we have a lot of products we need to get. I don't know. I feel like we're missing out on like.
So then products. We need to might get more storage back here. Yes. It's all coming back to me now.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna tell my quick.
Go for it.
Morning story while you recover this grave mistake. Thank you.
All good.
So yesterday evening. Okay, so John's been homesick with strep throat. He's had antibiotics for 48 hours now. So he's not contagious anymore, but he was kind of feeling it this morning where he was like pretty fatigued. We're like, you know that feeling. You just went through it. First wake up, you feel like shit. A couple hours later, you kind of start getting your energy back. A little bit. And then the afternoon swing kicks in and you're like, I'm dead. Like, everything's death.
Yes.
Right? And he was feeling that morning like death feeling before the swing kicked in, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I was like, no big deal. They all know that you're sick. You had a doctor's note for Monday and Tuesday. Like, it's all good. They're gonna, whatever. And then I'm in the kitchen and I look out my window and I see like a giant pile of like poop and like shiny stuff in my driveway. And I'm like, that's weird. Because the night before, like evening hours, about this time, honestly, around like 8, because it's so light out this time of night right now. It's almost, it's like summer. It's turning into. So it's like everything's bright and happy. And our recycling had been out in front of our trash bin because we have these like bear boxes that keep the bears out of our trash so we can like keep our bins in there and like store our trash out there. So the trash guys come and get them. Our trash day is Wednesday. And Kona had done it a day early, no big deal. Like there was a small bear that like came in and was like, I want your fucking recycling. And we were like, no. And we like scared it away and brought the recycling in. I put it back out today. This after or like midday. But
Yeah.
that's important because there was a bear experience, right? That's
Yes.
like, hi, you little fucker, you were already here. Scared the bear away. I see this morning, as I described, a pile of shit and shiny shit. Like shiny pieces
Yeah.
in our gravel driveway. So I like look out the other window and I'm like, huh. And I grab my car keys because it's in my car. It's like a big blue car. And I walk out there and my whole window is shattered in the
Oh my
back
Lord.
rear, or like the driver's side passenger window, which is where Ella sits. So that's a bummer in itself because she's like basically gonna have an open window forever until like we get, not forever, I shouldn't say like that, but until we get it fixed.
This is your life now.
Forever. She's gonna feel like that's what's gonna be like, right?
Yeah.
So basically I look into the window because the car is locked. The car is locked. The bear had shimmied its freaking claws up under the like rubber seal of the window
Crazy.
and shattered the window. And because there was a little bit of glass inside, not a lot, because like you think if it pushed the glass, there'd be more glass inside. So clearly it was able to like
That's amazing.
get it open, right? And it tore up literally chunks of our like back seat. Not
Like
all of
chunks.
Ella's seat. Yeah, like chunks. Not all of Ella's seat was taken. Like she still can be buckled in. Like she still has a safe seat. But like parts of her seat were like chunked out. And then the middle seat between the kids, there's no seat. It's literally like all the foam and stuff was like ripped out. And he literally took Ella's booster seat and put it like over at John's booster seat. So he could like get in there, he didn't burst open, but he like poked through my like lotions that I had in there that aren't like food scented. They're just like hand lotion, pissed about that. Ripped open the middle console. Nothing was in there. So all of this like mostly the chair is not superficial, but like mostly superficial damage.
Yeah.
The chair and window, the two seats and the window, not superficial. Those are pretty like fucked up.
Yeah.
Those are going to cost some money to repair.
Yeah.
But because like we put in a thing with the insurance and it's not clear if they're going to be able to like
That's
cover
annoying.
it in this situation. Yeah, unfortunately. That's okay. So I'm like cleaning out the car, going through it all. And Kona had just used the car, and this is not a trigger why, because I do know that the bear tore up that seat because it smelled whatever crumbs that were left over from the kids from eating in the back seat. Like, I know I'm at fault for that. Like, that's
Eh,
on me.
yeah.
I
Accidents
know that's
happen.
what they're, because I don't want to put any blame on Conan this, but I think this is hilarious. So check this out. He goes to a wedding, and I put all the back seats down, took the booster seats out, all of this before the bear catastrophe, let's call it. Um, and put an air mattress in and put a nice sheet in, a nice blanket, a nice pillow. And he went and represented the family for a wedding on Saturday when I had to do some dance mom shit with Ella, and John tagged along for her dance rehearsal, and then the next day the recital. So he road tripping, grab snacks at a gas station or whatever. And as I'm cleaning after the bear mess, there's like his shorts and a sweatshirt on the front seat. And I'm like grabbing them out because I just hadn't taken them out yet. It's just like life gets busy. It is what it is. They chilled in the car, and I'm pulling them out, and there was like one of those. There was like a really long like gas station sized Rice Krispie treat, unopened, but like literally the rest of the car felt like a bomb had gone off.
Oh my
And this
god.
fucking Rice Krispie treat is just sitting there, like unopened package of deliciousness. That this bear like
Clearly
there
missed.
was like he literally licked out the cup holders. There was nothing in the cup holders. There wasn't even food in them, but he took them like there's like a little rubber part inside, like the actual like hard plastic part. There he took the rubber part out, and you could tell it was like licked clean. Like there obviously was something to him, but like
Yeah.
there was nothing in there. Like honestly, like maybe we spilled something. I don't know. I doubt it, but like anyways, well, I don't doubt it because just our life. But regardless, it was just kind of one of those things where it's like all of that.
And
And
you
you
missed
didn't even
that
get the Rice
one
Krispie treat?
Rice Krispie treat. You didn't get the good thing.
Like you didn't even get the good thing. You just like and like he ate chalk. Like what is this chalk? And like you could tell and then it was like you could tell that it was like spit out.
Yeah, he's like,
Because
and
it's
then the guy-
chalk. Anyways, so what I have right now, this is like the final part of my story. To a lot of people up here have to use what's called bare wires, which are like electric fences that get installed around the house, around windows. Sometimes like bungee cord looking things like on the front door, whatever. So I had John help me actually. Had him hold a bungee cord on like the inside, but he was holding it on the outside by the driver window. And then I pulled it and then shut the door so the bungee cord was like in the door, right? And then I got another bungee cord to like that was short, kind of to like make it look like it was a bear wire because the bears are actually like kind of deterred by that because they think they're gonna get shocked because they know they've been shocked by the wires and they're like, that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that'll help tonight because we don't have anything to actually put in the window temporarily until we get it fixed. Because that'll have to be probably next week that we can get it fixed. Thank goodness that it's like nice weather.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Because that fucking sucks. Yeah, so then we have this place called Pick and Pull here where you can go to like a junkyard or like whatever that has like vehicles that have been totaled essentially, and you can like pick parts out of the vehicles and pay a smaller price than like having buy something brand new or like new used or whatever
Yeah.
to like replace it. It's kind of similar, but like it's much cheaper. So Kona's going to do that with his cousin in the next couple weeks to replace the two seats.
Nice.
We're gonna see if we can find an expedition that might have like those parts. So yeah, that's my big drama. And I mean, there a lot of other shit went down, like kids baseball, Ella's dance, like work. There's other shit that went down that honestly my memory isn't here for. But I had a great couple of weeks while we were off, so I just thought I'd throw that out there for the stream
Good.
people. Every time I'd meet up with Chelly, I'd be like, "Oh my god, how much death is she, or is she getting better?" And off stream,
Definitely better now.
homegirl was hurting. Just for the record, like,
Ugh.
she was
I
not well.
coughed so hard, and this happened twice. I've never had this happen in my whole entire life. I coughed. I'm a, I'm a goofing. Warning. Warning. I coughed so hard that I fucking threw up. Like, twice. It happened twice. Where I'm just sitting there chilling, and then I get this deep tickle in my throat. Like, it's so fucking deep. And I can't stop coughing. And I'm like coughing, coughing, coughing. And the first time that it I'm happened, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get up and refill like my water bottle. And I'm coughing, and then I'm like fluid is coming up, but like not puke. It's just like phlegmy shit. And then all of a sudden, just, there's a projectile. Like I'm like in the sink, and like Jordan's facing this like this way, so he doesn't see what's going on. Like he just thinks that I'm coughing and just hacking, and I'm like, turn off the show, and like I'm going at it, and he turns around and goes, oh my god, what is happening? And I'm like, just, and then I'm just like, what is this? Like, what happened? And then I was like, okay, that was like an experience and a half. I've never coughed so hard that I fucking vomited. And then one night we were going to bed. I was like just chilling, have my little coughs. And then once again, I got that little fucking tickle. And I'm like,
a deep tickle.
the fuck? And I get up, I'm like walking around coughing. And then I'm like, I don't think this is going to be good. So then I go over to my toilet. I'm like getting the phlegmy stuff. And then just... And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like,
rage puking.
rage,
basically.
like seriously. And then, so it happened twice. And I was just like,
jeez.
Oh my god, am I like actually like just gonna die? Like, what is this? What is this? Like, I can't. Like, when I came back to work, I was so scared to go on like any viewings, basically. Because I'm like, what if I'm on my viewing and then I have a coughing attack, which doesn't look very like professional to begin with. But what if it escalates and I vomit in front of someone that I'm showing a sweet to?
Hold on, we didn't even address the fact that corporate came to do a walkthrough right when you had gotten sick, by the way. Like, you were in the death state.
Yes.
Like,
so
may have had the first peaking experience or whatever at this point. Like,
I don't
they
even
had
know.
just
Like, it was
popped
all
in.
just it was all a fucking blur now. So yeah, so all of a sudden we get like an email saying, hey, we have a new CEO, and he's coming out to Vancouver, and he wants to look at every building. And I'm like, I am death. Oh my god, how the fuck am I going to show this building? So then our bosses came out first to went to all the buildings to make a route, make sure it's all good to go. And I pre-warned my boss saying, yo, chick, I am sick. I will still be there, but be warned. I don't sound okay, and I don't look okay. And she's like, it's all good. And then I came, and then my upper boss was like, you sick? I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking dying.
Yep.
I am death. And then we talked about rents. We walked through the building and then whatnot. And then the next week we which was all good because I actually had our cleaner go through the suites and clean them anyways, because I'm like, might as well make us look amazing and just get the shit done, because I know that they're gonna pick up on this stuff. So then we had it all good to go, and then the corporate came down, and I'm still dying, and my ARM, she was having some back spasms, she was not doing well either.
Yeah.
she was
everybody was falling apart.
Everyone was falling apart. I was sick. My arm was she had like back pain, and then she went to the hospital. They pumped her full of drugs. Those drugs made her puke for 2 full days.
Oh, and that alone is not good on your back.
And
oh my
was not good
gosh.
on your back. So she was like dying too. And then our cleaner was having allergies. You were not fine, Jordan. Your legs were extremely sore because you painted a suite and could barely walk. We were all going through it. All of us were going through something, and like we were all there. We held it together, and I'm like, the building looks great. Get the fuck out now.
Like, now leave.
like he was waddling around. Like, we were clearly all falling apart on that day. Like, fucking falling apart. It was not good. But I'm gonna open up the store just so we can sell stuff and we can still talk. But like, unlike last time, we didn't sell shit. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the building.
Down.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, seriously.
But the building, I will say, looked fucking amazing. We had our little coffee station, and I had pops and little candies for them. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, like, we were all death on that day. It was fucking ridiculous. What else? One little tidbit that I keep forgetting to tell you is that I got summoned for jury duty.
Are you gonna go? You have to go.
I have to go, actually. So the jury pickings is on August something. So I go there, they interview me, and then I find out if I'm gonna be on the jury, which I'm like, pick me. I really want to go.
My God.
I really want to do it. And then the jury thingy, like the actual case, is in September. Yeah, like I need to go down there, do like the interview, and then if I get picked, then I need to go there like every day. And this one, they predicted, what was it? That it's going to be estimated 40 days. 40-day trial, which means that
it's a murder.
Which means it's a pretty good one, maybe.
That's a big one. I shouldn't just say murder.
So
something.
I am
something with a lot of evidence.
I hope that I get picked really bad. Like, I really want to do it. I don't care if I don't get paid.
I wonder what.
Like, I will get paid from work, most likely. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. I never thought about that, actually, about getting paid. I was just too excited.
I think it's right, though. I don't think you get, unless your job allows for like that type of pay.
I don't know.
It depends. I don't know.
I actually need to ask them.
Because like I've been summoned for jury, like
small pins per day. You know. Oh. Well, I never thought I got paid for jury duty, but I never thought how it would affect my pay. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I didn't think about that.
Huh. Because you gotta think about the time you're doing in the court, right?
Yeah.
Bit for food each day. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, I always knew that like you had to be taken away from your job.
Well, like, I'm still on call.
But,
I'm still gonna be doing part of my job, so like they can't like not pay me completely.
Yeah, that's true.
I never thought
your
about
job
that.
might be an exception, though. That's interesting.
Wow, lots of thieving today. My lord.
Jeez.
There's just piles of shit everywhere. Oh, and I think we also hired a second person to help with the thieves.
Maybe.
People up.
And I feel like we had a couple extra coolers, maybe. Or or shelves.
Well, maybe we did have more freezer stuff. Maybe, yeah, you're right.
I don't recall. And we're also, there's like, I don't know. I feel really bad. Like, we could always try next time.
We're good.
And see what the 41 looks like. I mean, if it didn't save in that time frame. Because I don't know what it saves. I think actually it only saves. We might be okay.
Might be.
Because it only saves at the end of the day.
Yeah. It just
Like if we were to exit right now, it would just like start us back before we did everything.
We got a little Roomba
40.
here to clean up the floor. So nice. But yeah, I kept on to like I'm forgetting to tell you that I was summoned for jury duty.
That's wild.
Yeah.
The past couple times I got summoned for jury duty, I was like on the brink of giving birth. And I was like, nah,
yeah,
cannot do. I am sorry.
Yeah, I like technically don't have a good enough excuse. Like they gave us like a list of things of like why I wouldn't be able to do it, and I really don't fall under any of those.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I guess it's up to them. Like I wouldn't have to use my holiday days for that because that's not really fair. Not like I was gonna use them anyways.
Yeah, you might have to look into that with your company and also just like look into the government compensation for jury duty.
Like how do people I never thought about people's incomes when they do jury duty. It's never crossed my mind that like they don't get paid. I've never thought about that.
Yeah, and that's why they go through the whole process to make sure the people who are on jury duty like can sustain probably being there without going homeless, I assume. Probably too. Maybe.
Valid.
Yeah.
That's never crossed my little mind. Not even once.
Yeah.
I would just
I remember when I was younger.
Jury duty.
I remember when I was younger, like in my early 20s, and I got summoned for jury duty, and there was like no way I could miss the amount of work that they were like telling me, and I was like, I just told them like straight up, like wrote it back in, like there's no way I'll lose my place to live. Like it was a chunk of time.
Wow.
I was like, no way, like you're not compensating me for my time missing from work, like And I never, like, they accepted it, basically, because, like, nothing came from it. It was, like, almost like a bias turn, in a way. Like, there's no way, like, I disagree. Or if you really don't want to do it, you can be like, I'm really biased against most things. Like, if you're like that against being a jury.
I could offer, like, my work to be like, yo, I'm willing to look at, like, emails past 5 o'clock. I'm willing to answer emails past 5 o'clock, and I'm still on call, and I'm still available, technically, somewhat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean...
Yeah, so, yeah, I wasn't
I think it'll be a really cool experience.
Yeah, like, I wasn't going to talk to them till closer, but now that you brought up the pay thing, I'll bring it up to them, like, sooner rather than later.
It's a good time. It'd probably be a good time to go over it now.
Yeah, because
it is only a couple months away now.
I didn't even consider that.
Yeah.
Didn't even think that, oh, I'm not working, aka I'm not gonna be paid. Like, yeah, but yeah. Cool, so yeah, I'll bring it up to them. But I also just thought it was super cool.
Wait, I'm just seeing Goof's, like, paragraph over here. They only pay $60 from 11 to 49 days. That's it?
Is that, like, per day or, like, for, like, a week?
Is that per day or is that per the whole time?
Like I said, yeah, that's, like, nothing still anyways.
Regardless of anything, that's trash money. Like,
so basically, the only people that can do jury duty are like fucking wealthy, or like the people that like I don't know, live with their parents.
Have like live with their parents, or have like massive savings to be able to sustain the in between or whatever. I guess
retired people. Yeah. Oh yeah, retired people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is only my second time, like, actually being summoned.
That's wild.
The first time I was summoned, I was in Saskatoon, and like I was failing secondaries, I'm a university. I was working at Timmy's, and basically I called them crying, be like, I don't have time to do this. I'm failing college. I can't do this right now. And
I can't do it.
I can't do this. And then like they're like, no, it's okay. Don't even show up to the pickings, because like we're not gonna pick you. Like I called them, and like I was like absolutely bawling my eyes out, just like hysterical.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so I didn't do it then, which would have been like honestly like the prime time to do it, because like once again I was failing school, so who fucking cares? And I was living at home with my parents, so
Like, this is not gonna work. Oh no. 10. Okay.
like I really want to make it work, because I do want to do it. Honestly,
It would be a really cool experience.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm open-minded, but like when it comes to crimes, I kind of can get kind of biased.
Mm-hmm.
Because I see so many and indulge in so many like crime shows and things and blah blah blah. Like I feel like that can kind of fuck with a juror, you know?
Yeah.
They think they can solve it, kind of deal.
Exactly.
Which I'm not saying that I'm that person, but I would definitely ask myself a lot of questions and or my fellow jurors.
Yeah.
Because of what I already know from like not just TV, but like podcasts and things like that.
Thank you, Giffen, for giving me that link. Oh, there's like two trains right now going, like one going this way, one going that way. Interesting.
Dang.
Busy
Is that
out
unusual?
there. Yeah, like normally it's like one or the other. It's not like normally both. Which
That's
had
cool.
a couple that fucking moved in at the start of May. And they're like, can we come and talk to you like in person, because we have a little issue? And I'm sitting there thinking, bitch, you want to break lease. You want to break lease. Like, you're on the train side.
Nope.
You're from a certain country that I know has issues with the train all the fucking time, even though you all swear that you can deal with it, but you actually can't. So then I'm like, cool, could you just like let me know what this is about so I can prepare myself? Because they weren't really like telling me. And they're like, oh, it's just a personal issue and we want to break lease. Or what would it look like if we were out of here before July 1st? And I'm like, oh, well, you've been here for a month, so fuck you. And I'm like, you guys can spin it that it's a personal issue and not tell me what it is all you want. I fucking know it's the train. Don't even try to hide it. Don't even fucking hide it. I know it's the train. And then, yeah, I gave them the whole spiel of like, this is a break lease, this is what goes down, blah, 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 blah. And then they came down around like 2:30 to have their little meeting with me. And they're like, and I'm like, so why'd you need to move? And they're like, it's a personal issue. And I'm like, okay, sure. But either way, you've signed a 12-month fixed term lease. This is the spiel I just emailed you. Here's a spiel in person. I'm not flexible. And then they whenever they're breaking lease, they're like, well, can we technically give you notice for the end of this month? But if you don't find like somebody to move in, can we not move out? And I'm like, bitch, no. That's not how this works. If you give me notice to move out at the end of this month, you are out of this month. That is it. Like, how... And I explained to them, what if I find somebody at the very last minute, like day of, that they want to move in July 1st, and I tell you that they want to move in July 1st, and you tell me that you're not ready to move out? What do I do? Because sometimes we're signing the a lease, and then after that they're moving in. Sometimes it's rare, but sometimes shit can move that fast. Are you prepared to be out? And then they're like, yeah, and then I'm like, no. I am not
You're
putting
not.
myself through that. I'm not even opening up the door to that. If you're
Yeah.
saying you're gonna be out, you're gonna be out. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, okay, we'll talk about it. And I'm like, yeah, you talk about it, and then you email me with what you decide to do. And I'm like, I'm being like so fucking firm. I'm being semi bitch, but also like very firm because I need to make sure that you understand what I'm saying. I'm not fucking around here.
Yeah.
And then
Seriously.
And then today, I get an email, and they fess up. It's because of the train. And I'm like,
Wow,
this
they
is
actually
why.
said it.
Yeah, they finally fessed up, which, like,
Good.
I knew that was the issue. And the
You
issue.
knew.
I knew. So here's the issue of the whole backstory. I rented to the fiance husband, I'm not entirely sure what stage they're at, to him. And the fiance slash wife was moving in like a month later because she wasn't here yet.
Okay.
You know? So he was just trying to establish a house, like a home, before she moved to Canada. She moves in. She clearly doesn't like the fucking train, and he's like, yeah. Sometimes with the noises, she gets scared, and like with the shaking, it feels like the whole building's gonna fall down. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. It's a train. What did you expect?
Yeah.
It's a train track. You could literally throw eggs at the train. That's how close it is to our place.
Damn.
I could throw an egg at the train and actually hit it.
Have you done it?
No. No.
You guys should.
No. No. So then I emailed them back saying thanks, but then they're like, you know what? We're gonna try to make it work, because I made it very clear of this will be very expensive for you, because I told them I have a lot of suites right now. Your suite is on the train side, which makes it more hard to rent, and I have a lot of suites. Difficult. So I told them I could maybe miraculously rent it for next month. That's a very small chance of that. And I told them there's a very good chance if you move out, you will be paying for a few months of rent. And I told them if you decide to not pay rent, I will send you to collections. And you don't want me to do that. And he fully understood what that fucking meant. And I'm like, good. Because you don't want me to send you to collections. Because that fucks up your whole credit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Good luck finding a place after this.
Seriously.
You know?
Seriously.
Oh, my gosh.
And then, so, I've now created a rule in our building, secretly amongst us. If someone is from a certain place, they cannot rent the train side. No matter how much they say they're fine with it, they are not fine with it. Because the only people that I have really big issues with on the train side is these people from a certain place who see that the train side costs less and they want to pay less rent, so they think they can live with the noise.
They can handle it. Yeah.
Bitches can't. So no matter how much this is going to hurt my renting, we need to make this decision of certain people from certain places cannot rent the train side.
For sure.
Because they can't. 24 hours a day, Goofin. 24 hours a day.
I gotta pee again real quick.
Go pee is cool. Each cool. Pee. Yeah, we definitely did have some freezer stuff. I do remember that. Oh, rowdy boy down here. Excuse my coughing. But yeah, so it's been fun. It's been fun. And then I need to come down on someone for their dirty sweet, which I'm like dreading. But that's for next week, Chelsea. Like next week me is going to deal with that, not this week me. Because like to me Wednesday is like the end of the week. Like the week is like done in my brain. There's no days to... Like, there's days to, like, just barely function, but, like, there's not enough days to, like, do something, like, inspect a suite, you know? Yeah, you feel that. Like, you got me good. Like, Wednesday's, like, the week is over. can't really do anything new. That was for the big sushi. What else? I can't remember. I had like things I wanted to discuss. Can't remember. But yeah, the jury thing, thank you for bringing up the pay, because I clearly was not thinking about that. I was just more excited. Oh, have you booked your other tooth thing? Yes. I was initially going to actually book it in June still, but then the dentist that I went to, he's off for the entire month because he was going to Greece. And when I called, like, the guy that was working there was like, yeah, he's gone for like an entire month. And I'm like, oh, I kind of like him because, like, the last time I was there, he saw me kind of freak out, and I feel like we like have a common bond, like we've bonded. I'll finish the story when Khalees joins us. I was just telling I'm a goofing because I booked in my other like wisdom teeth pulling, and
Yes.
I was gonna book it this month, but then I called them, and my like the dentist that did this side is gone for like the month to Greece. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome for him. Good for him.
Good for them.
Good for him. Like, go for it. And then like they're like, do you want to rebook with like somebody else? And I was very hesitant. I was like, we've like bonded. Like he watched me go through like the trauma of like last time,
Yeah.
and like I cried like in front of him, and like he was so kind and gentle and understanding that I didn't want to go with like anyone else. And then he like this guy's like, no, I totally get that, because like this guy has some like loyal I'm a customer, so like it's okay. And I'm like, okay, good. So it's not weird that I'm like being really weird that I don't want to go to anybody else but him now. and
Yeah.
he's like, no, you're all good. So then
I need just that doctor. Okay?
I need that dentist because he understands. He gets he got it.
Yeah, he understood the assignment.
Exactly. He understood that like I was not chill.
Yeah.
So then I have it booked for next month, like
Okay.
on July 4th. So then I can prepare myself and prepare snacks and stuff like that. Unlike last time.
Way less stressful than last time.
Yes, like I'm still gonna cry. Like I'm fully aware of that, because I will cry no matter what. Because like just the needle, there's like previous dentists where like they didn't do the needle as gentle, and like it's scary. It's scary.
Hey, Goof knows.
Yeah, it's scary. Like
She's not like the needles.
Yeah, like I try to be like cool, and then like they do it, and then afterwards I feel like the aftershock. You know, like the aftershock of like what just happened, and then like I start crying, and then I asked. The last time I went, I forgot to say this last time. The last time I went, I told them how like the last time I got like a filling and they had to freeze my mouth when I was sky training home. I had to get off the train because I was this close to puking, like this close. And I asked them like, could like the freezing have caused that? And then they're like, no, I think it's because you reacted. I'm sure you reacted the same now as how you reacted then, like all panicky and crying, and it was nerves. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that actually makes a lot more sense than like I thought like the actual freezing was causing me to want to vomit, but it was like the nerves of the aftermath that actually made me almost vomit.
Yeah, for sure.
But I fully thought like, oh, I thought it was because of the freezing, making my mouth feel weird, making me want to vomit. And they're like, no, we're pretty sure it's because of like the nerves you were having.
Like you were very stressed out.
You were very stressed out, and then yeah.
Like why didn't they give you something?
What could they have given me?
You know? Valium.
Oh. like
A little like, let's
well, like I
chill
was
you out
feeling
before we go into it.
I was feeling like pretty chill until I was like halfway home, and then I'm like, Jordan, I think I'm gonna puke on the train. And
Yeah,
then like I
yeah.
was holding it, I was like breathing, I was like, just hold yourself together, Chelsea. Just hold yourself together. And then it got to like whichever stop, I don't know which stop it was, and I'm like eyeing the fucking like, I'm a platform, and I'm like, there's a garbage can, and I got off and I stood there, and I'm like, I don't know. I was this close to vomiting on the fucking
Oh
like
my
the fucking
God.
like platform. Oh my god.
Sometimes you have to.
Yeah. But then I'm like, I just had like teeth stuff done, and I don't want to vomit after a fresh
Yeah.
like a
Fresh
filling or whatever.
stuff.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
totally.
Yeah, so then but yeah, so I have that
Oh,
booked in for next month.
good.
Which is good because I think when I was sick, because my whole like everything was fucking failing me when I was sick. I forgot
Hmm.
to say I had like fucking like pink eye when I was sick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's right. Which for the record, you don't
it's not just
necessarily
poo.
get just from poop
No,
particles.
because I
It can
googled it
actually
because
occur
it's 2 times now.
from
Two,
like a sinus flu infection,
yes,
basically.
because I've googled it now. Because the last time I got super sick, I the sickness was gone, and then all of a sudden I had like 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 I'm a pink eye for the first time in my life. And then I was like, oh shit. And then whatever. But then this time I got sick. And then a few days in, my eye was like feeling a bit gunky, you know? Just a bit funky. And I'm like, this kind of feels like the same thing as like last time when I got pink eye. And then I went to bed. And then I woke up at some point, and both of my eyes were just like sealed fucking shut. Just like
Ugh,
crispy and sealed shut. And then I'm like, oh my
no.
god. So I grabbed a towel, did a little wipey thing, had a terrible sleep, gunky eyes, sick.
Oh,
And
God, that's
then
the worst.
I'm like, Jordan, we gotta go to the fucking like pharmacy because I got pink eye. And luckily, I can just go to the pharmacist and be like, yo, I got pink eye. And then they ask me a bunch of questions. And they're like, yeah, it sounds like a viral infection. Here's some drops, so I don't have to go to a fucking doctor because
That's
who knows
cool.
how long that's gonna take. And then so I did the drops for 5 days, all good to go.
Nice.
Yeah, and then like I mentioned to Clay, I don't remember if I mentioned this on stream or not, or what part I said, but like because of like the stuffiness here, my teeth became a bit numb. Like they're still a little numb, but like they're not bad. And it's all connected. And I'm just like, oh my god, is my wisdom tooth like acting up? Because like I can't fucking deal with this right now.
I can't do this
I
all at
can't do
once.
this all at once. I'm sick.
Yeah.
I'm dying. I have pink eye. My teeth are fucking numb. My ears are plugged. Like whatever was like literally my whole body was shutting down. Like it felt like the entire time. I'm like, is this what death feels like? Like everything is not working out for me. But I will say it's the most like I'm hydrated I've ever been in my life. I was chugging water.
There is that. There is that.
Chugging. Like, I could not have drank more water. Like, there were so many times when I was coughing and I would nearly peeing just because of how I just was constantly peeing because I was drinking so much goddamn water.
You know how I feel. Constantly peeing my pants.
Yeah.
But one thing to consider is like because you did have the dental procedure,
Yeah.
you were healed, but like also traveling, there
Yeah.
is a sensitivity to in there, right? That it could have obviously not. It's not an infection in your like gums. I don't think
No.
you would know. I feel like it would
Yeah.
have swelled. But I
Yeah.
do think that like maybe getting that extraction and then like what was
Yeah.
it like a week and a half after you went on vacation? 2
No, we
weeks?
had the extraction before the holiday.
But how far? You remember?
Not that far.
I was
Like
gonna say
maybe
like
2 or 3
I was gonna say
weeks.
maybe
Something like
2 weeks, maybe
Something like
give or
that.
take. That's plenty of time for it to heal, but also it might have triggered just like some crazy shit in your head,
Yeah.
body technically, because it was bothering you when you had to suddenly get it extracted. You were like, oh my God, this shit's like killing me right now. I need to go deal with this.
Yeah.
And like, yes, you dealt with that, but then I feel like our bodies are crazy. It's very possible that like your body was like, yo, that all went through, but now that we traveled and stuff, like, this shit needs to happen, you know, kind of, I don't know.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Definitely. Like
I
was
it hit you hard.
I was
compared to
overdue
Jordan.
for like a good sickness.
Yeah, that's fair.
I've been
because I remember you got really sick several years ago now.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been like sick.
Like sick, like out. It's been a while.
It's been a
while. This was definitely a one for the record book for sure.
And like, to be fair, I feel like I've been fighting off a sickness for like the past few months with like orange juice and like doing stuff like that, but I think like it finally just like caught up to me.
So, well, if it's in the past few months, then it was definitely like
I was fighting something off. Like it wasn't escalating.
You were probably fighting that. You're probably fighting that tooth to start.
Yeah,
you got it out. Did you have antibiotics when you got that taken out? So okay, that infection was gone.
Yeah.
So therefore, now your like body's healing and from that, and then you traveled.
Yeah.
And so you're probably just a little bit more sensitive, and therefore that's why it was probably more extreme than it probably could have been.
Yeah.
Because your body was still like in a soft recovery mode, if you will.
Definitely, 100%.
Because Jordan, like you said, only had a cough for a few days.
Yeah.
And got through it, but he didn't have a dental. Like he didn't have
like my immune system was definitely lower. I feel like for sure.
Because teeth are the catalyst of our health, dude. Like, it's crazy.
Like, I know that
I've watched that shit
I know I should have probably tried to book it in for this month, but I'm just like, I want my dentist. Oh, no. Did I click anything? I don't think I've clicked anything.
No, we're here. There might have been a second where we were quiet, maybe?
Maybe.
Oh, that's weird. No, I feel like we've been chatting this whole time, but I don't know. But it's funny, be like, just within my like little.
Maybe restart the stream.
With my little squad of family, like it'll hit us all differently, and I just think that's also like just how our bodies hit stuff. You know, with illness, like I said.
Yeah.
Ultimately, and since Jordan was not feeling well for a few days, like it would make sense that you would not feel well or not feel anything at all, but it actually just kicked your ass. And I'm not saying you got it from Jordan. I think you guys probably got the same thing, but just different values of it.
Yeah.
And who knows like what that means, but that's something we've all kind of learned from COVID in a weird way.
Yeah.
Of like, it hits everyone different. Like, and you got hit hard.
Your Bluetooth
Your speaker went up. Wow, goof.
Wow. I relate. Like, you know, like how many times like I log into like like Discord and like I see Cleese's bubble going and I'm like, I don't hear anything, and I'm like, oh, my like headset's not on. Like too many times. That's too many times. That's the answer. Like, there's been times when, like, she's talking, and I'm like, oh no, is everything broken? I'm like, no, just didn't turn on my headset.
Just make sure you're on the right keyboard, goof. That's what matters, okay?
Yes. Exactly. Yeah, my one's not good. Good.
I'm dying. Stop it. That's always a hilarious joke because, like, we'll go to play and she goes, "Oh, wrong keyboard. Sorry, they're identical, but I know which one's which. But sometimes they go to the right hands, go to the wrong one." We have a good chuckle there. For a minute.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, no sickness. Hey, I was just sick recently.
Yeah.
Like right before.
Yeah. Like I joked.
And you were like,
I joked that you gave it to me.
And I'm like, actually, that's impossible. But like, I agree. Honestly, though, like I feel
because it was oddly like we had one Wawta, And then I started feeling sick, and I'm like, what the fuck, Khalees?
And I was really sick that I was like not well that Wawta, and I got through it. But then by like I think it was like Saturday or Sunday after that Wawta, you were like not, and you powered through a Monday Night Handmaid's Tale because
Yes.
we had one episode and then the finale, so we were like, let's just do it. And you were definitely hurting, and I could feel it. And then the next time I talked to you, you were like fucking all nasaled up, all hurting.
Yes.
That you were like, nope, there's no coming back from this. I'm done. I'm toast.
Which I think is interesting because, like, growing up, whenever I was sick, I was never like I never had achy bones or achy muscles. But ever since COVID, ever since I had the first shot of COVID made me very sick. Like I basically got COVID from the COVID shot, and that was the first time I ever felt achy when I was sick.
Really?
Yeah, I've never dealt with that ever. And then now when I get like the flu kind of, I'm like, oh, like the first sign is, oh, I don't.
That's
I
interesting.
feel achy. So like it's probably like I got like, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Not shown it, but like that was
introduced.
Introduced. That was it. I got introduced to that, and now my body's like, oh, you're sick. You're gonna be achy now.
Interesting. So before COVID ever exists, I would get the flu pretty bad when I was younger, and I would get that like to the point where like if I had a high enough fever and I was getting the achies, like I couldn't touch my own skin very well or have anyone else touch my skin because it was so sensitive.
Yeah.
Like, and my whole body would like hurt from like ache. And that was just what I understood that what the flu was, because a cold was significantly different than a flu.
Yeah.
One's bacterial, one is viral, and I don't remember. I actually think the flu is bacterial and the cold is viral because you can treat bacterial things with antibiotics. So that would kind of, it depends on how big your flu gets, but eventually you can get antibiotics for it. But anyways, I've definitely felt that prior to the COVID vaccine, but you are very fortunate to have not ever had to really feel that prior to that. I felt it prior to COVID, like years prior. Like we're talking when I was a child.
Yeah. Like
and where the achy feeling.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Like I kind of like know now when shit's gonna get real, because I'm like, oh, I feel a little sicky, and I also feel like achy. I'm like, oh
like
no.
Your body is like sensitive and like
everything. Like it's just it's not sore. It's just achy.
And like almost like when you touch your own skin, I always think of like touching my own arms because that's usually weirdly what's most sensitive. But like, it's like this weird sensory feeling you get where you're like, you can almost, I don't know about you, but like I almost like feel a color like slightly when like I touch my skin of like red, like of like, no, that hurts. Like we're not touching that. Like, no. Wow, it's the first time I've ever described it like that, but like that makes so much sense. It's almost like you feel like that when you touch one of those sensory things and like the light goes on or whatever. You know what I'm talking? Like it feels like that almost, but it's like sticky, achy, like ick.
Yeah, it's definitely a different
that's the worst, girl. God.
Yeah.
So uncomfortable.
It is like, terrible.
But I'm glad after these 2 weeks you've come out the other side, because there was a moment there I was like, homegirl is like hurting.
I was like, am I ever getting better again? Like, what the fuck?
I questioned it at one point, like not really, but like kinda.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, she's really crushed. This one really kicked her ass because you're usually powerhouse through most like little like weird little hiccups of like illness or whatever. It's like, oh, no big deal. Like, I can go a couple days with like feeling kind of shitty, but like I'll get through it. And that's
Yeah.
exactly what your mentality was in the beginning. And then it was like, I'm
I,
not
wa-
getting through this
I
right
was just
now.
like,
Like
fuck
I'm
it.
death.
Let's just
I
like,
have to like embrace this right now.
and like, I have this weird rule in like with like me and Jordan. Like, if Jordan's sick and he's coughing, and he's like, I'm gonna sleep on the couch to let you sleep better. And I'm like, fuck no, you're not. I can't deal with that because, like,
Yeah.
if you're not
No,
in
we don't
bed
do
with
that
me,
here.
I cannot sleep. I will have a bad sleep because, like, you're on the couch, I'm here. It fucks me up.
It feels weird.
It feels weird. So, like,
Yeah.
he's not allowed to do that, but I actually did that. I snuck out of the bed and slept on the couch. He had no fucking clue that I did that until he woke up and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm
Where
like,
the fuck is she?
I was coughing and hacking, and I came and slept like on the couch. And he's like, "You don't allow me to sleep like on the couch." And I'm like, that's different. That's me being fucking
I
crazy.
I need you here regardless of how much noise you make in your illness. Like
Yes.
if I am like dying, I'm not gonna like let you be a part of that. I'm gonna go,
Yes.
I that's
Like, but
completely
he
legit.
can't do that. He needs to stay
He's not
in the
allowed.
bed. He stays
Yeah,
in the bed until, like, I don't know,
he's better.
I've caught him sneaking off twice, and I'm like, and then I got up too, going, "Bitch, come back to bed. Get your ass back in
Like
bed."
your coughing or whatever you're going through is not bothering me.
And then he's like,
Like just stay here.
I just want to make sure that, like, you have a good sleep, and like, with you on the couch, I will not have a good sleep.
I'm stressing more knowing you're out there.
Exactly.
Yeah. No,
But
I
like,
need you
I
in
can
here
sneak
with
off
me.
though.
And then you're sleeping like kind of one eye open, making sure he's okay, but also like don't
True
leave.
love. True love. Like,
You
there was
know?
one
Yeah,
night
it
when,
is
like,
true love.
I stayed in bed, but I slept with my pillow, like, my pillow up. Like, that's because I'm like, I can't lay
Yeah.
down because then I'd just, like, cough
You
and
have
cough
to
and cough.
yeah, you have to prop yourself up to like be able to breathe.
Which was terrible. Oh, it was
Oh
such a
gosh,
bad
no
sleep.
doubt.
And, like,
No
oh,
doubt.
I had a lot of bad sleeps during that time. Shut up, Patrick.
I'm so Patrick, how
Bitch.
dare you?
Oh, but he's in his
He
throne,
knows.
though. He's in his throne. I don't know if you can see it on stream. He's in his
Oh
little
my
throne.
god. This just reminded me.
Throne.
My kids have been really into these like very simple books about certain types of cats. And
Okay.
Ella, I think it was Ella, she brought home Patrick's type of cat.
Aww.
And I cannot remember what it is right now. I think it's a Persian. No.
Like, is it a a a Russian blue?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He
Thank
has-
you.
Even though
Thank
he's
you.
probably not that breed, he has a lot of fucking physical and
Oh.
mental traits of that cat.
I'm pretty sure he's at least most of that cat.
Seriously, like, he has
When
so
I
many of
was
those traits.
Reading, it's a very short book and like it's a picture book mostly, but like it's got blurbs of like facts about the type of cat.
Yeah.
And one of the ones that they have right now is the ragdoll cat.
Aw, cutie.
But one of the ones recently, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's Patrick. Because and the kids were looking at me like, because
They're like, who's
they
Patrick?
don't see Patrick. That, like I talk about him like
Yeah.
occasionally, whatever. And I'm like, oh no, this is Chelly and Jordan's cat, like Patrick, and like I had to like, let them fill them in. And so I got all excited. So they were like all excited and anyways, but like we're so many little like, ah man, I'm so butthurt that it's back in the library.
There's
but,
so many mannerisms that he does.
all
with
the facts that they
cats.
did, yes. And I was like, and he is very true to like the color
Oh my god!
and like
yes.
his eye color and
Yeah.
like.
And he has like
I
those
think-
rings like on his tail that like the Russian blues have.
Sure.
Like, he's big.
I think he's very in there,
yes.
obviously.
He definitely has some of that in him. Like, it's hard to say like how much because like we know like cats aren't like dogs where you look at a dog and you're like, oh, that's a blah blah blah, and like most
Dogs can be tricky sometimes
most
too, but
cats
you're
are
right.
like dumpster mixture cats. Like,
Yeah.
that's what most cats are, but he has a lot of those fucking traits.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
definitely. I have been meaning to tell you, but I mean, your death sickness and like
Oh,
my death sickness right before that, which wasn't as long, but it was about a week.
yeah.
Um,
We were both
in
like
the
that.
book was in the household right in the mix of our deathness.
Yeah.
I don't remember when, but I'm so glad you brought up Patrick because I've been wanting to tell you about that because I literally am like reading this book. I'm like, oh my god, it's Patrick. Like
Yeah.
literally,
Like all of this is Patrick.
and I've never even met Patrick, but just from seeing him on
Yeah.
video with he doing this or like you talking about him, like, oh my god, this is Patrick. Like I'm
This
like
is
reading this
him.
book.
Like this is all like he wrote this book basically.
Is this his documentary? Okay, this is autobiography here.
Yes, exactly. Like seriously.
Not documentary, autobiography. Yeah.
Ugh.
Anyways, I thought that was hilarious, and I had to share that. The kids are, I think, prepping to eventually get a cat, which I would love
Nice.
to get one.
Hell yeah,
So,
just gotta make
we'll
sure
get
that
there.
the dogs are chill with it.
Yeah, I'm kind of waiting for that transition a little because I
Yeah.
think when the next transition of pets comes, it'll be a dog and a cat combo because I have to have bear patrol. Like I
Yeah,
have to
definitely.
have
That makes sense.
something that's gonna like create scent for the wildlife to stay away.
Yeah, definitely.
The larger wildlife at least, and then the cat can do like the
mice and
mice
shit.
and the dumb squirrels and the shit that eat all my plants. So
Yeah.
coming up with my little army here to protect
Yes.
against this wildlife of nature in the forests
Hell
here in
yeah.
Tahoe.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, I figure we'll probably be done for now, right?
Yeah, you just
It's
need to
9:20.
click to get to the next page and then it saves. But yeah, 9:20. I think we did
Yeah.
good. Catching up.
Oh, I mean, we had a lot to catch up on to chat.
But
first,
we actually
before we could like
played-
actually play, but
played a day or 2 days
we did.
or one day.
No,
I
we
think
played
it
one
was.
day.
We did. We
One day.
played one day in 2 hours.
We reset our shit because that was a mess, and
Yeah.
we had an imposter come in and ruin one of our things. Well, it might not have been ruined.
We don't know. They just bought
And
alone.
technically, what we did today isn't any more than what we did in the
Yeah.
other one. To
Honestly.
be honest,
Honestly,
so
we
we
just played
could
one
check
day.
it out and see if
I
it's
think it's
affected,
fine.
or
I
we
think
can
it's
just roll
fine.
with this one.
I think we can roll with this one. I
Okay.
think this is fine.
Okay.
This is good.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Well, thank you all for joining us for Wawta Plays tonight and listening to our just life experiences, you know?
Yes.
That's what we're here for. Sharing life experiences.
Seriously.
So share yours, especially if you're this is uploaded on YouTube and you want to share your comments about your life experiences, throw them in there.
Yeah, let's go.
If you're here live, Goof, thanks. Jordan, thank you. We love you guys. And
we should be up next week. Like it's just the 11, so it's nothing crazy.
done with T-ball on Monday. So yeah, we have no
Nice.
more. And we bailed on it tonight because he was still kind of not.
I thought so.
100%.
I thought you guys bailed.
Like, oh yeah, by the way.
Yeah, because you're like, by the way, I'm gonna be on time, and then like, John is probably still a little icky sicky.
Yeah, he'll be back at school tomorrow, and then we have a field trip to go to on
Whoop,
Friday.
whoop.
I get to go with him on his my first field trip with John. I'm so excited. It's gonna be great.
First field trip, really?
With him, yeah. Like I've gone to
Ella's.
a couple of Ella's because his classes have never done field trips.
Oh, rude.
Like it's so weird. And this is the first field trip and school ends technically academically on June 13th.
Right.
But like they have their final like hoorah party day on June 16th, which is a Monday, which is really lame to me. But it's a half day. The kids get to like apparently there's like a bunch of activities for the kids to like indulge in, and then the fire department comes and brings their fire truck and spray all the kids like
What? That's
at the end of it
cool.
with their like fire hose. It's a really cool, and I'm gonna be there. I already
that's
told one of the
fun.
jobs that I'm usually at every Monday, and I'm like, So this day I won't be here. And she's got kids too, so she like understands in the school system. I'm like, I won't be here that day
Yeah.
because um yeah, I'm gonna volunteer and I didn't get this when I was a kid going to school up here. I kind of want to experience it. It's
Yeah.
been
Oh
going on
yeah.
for a while and like just like a few years past my existence of this happening, did it happen? And I'm like, that's so whack. I didn't get anything cool like that. Like now I get to be a big kid and go experience it as a parent. I'm like
Exactly.
excited. Anyways, okay, well, everyone have a great night.
Yeah. We'll
And
see you next time.
we'll see you next week. Nothing should be in the way. So, bye. This is our send off.
Bye.
Our waves. And then we mute. And then we say